Lucas fumbled for his equipment in the darkness, his fingers trembling. With a surge of ingenuity born of desperation, he activated his devices, hoping to capture tangible evidence that would unveil the nature of their foe. Amelia embraced her psychic abilities fully, calling upon inner strength honed through years of connecting with spirits trapped between worlds. She unleashed a wave of energy towards their assailant, attempting to weaken its hold on their reality. As the team fought against the ancient evil lurking within Chillingham Castle, it became clear that their greatest weapon was not physical, but spiritual. Their unwavering determination to uncover truth and protect each other from the malevolent forces that sought to consume them. Blows were exchanged, both physical and metaphysical, as they battled against an adversary steeped in centuries-old darkness. Each member drew upon their unique strengths and refused to yield, despite the overwhelming odds stacked against them. Through sheer perseverance and unyielding courage, they pushed back against the encroaching evil. It snarled and writhed under their collective assault, retreating further into the shadows from which it had emerged. A momentary calm settled over the chamber as they caught their breaths, their bodies bruised and battered, but resilient in spirit. They knew that their encounter with darkness had left scars both seen and unseen, a reminder of the perils they faced within Chillingham Castle's treacherous embrace. With wary eyes still keeping watch, Ethan turned to his team. Sweat trickled down his forehead as he offered a silent nod of gratitude, a wordless acknowledgement of their strength and resilience in the face of unimaginable horror. "We may have survived this encounter," he said solemnly, his voice carrying both exhaustion and pride. "But our journey is not yet over. We must remain vigilant." In unspoken agreement, they prepared themselves for what lay ahead, knowing that Chillingham Castle still held secrets more terrifying than anything they had faced thus far. They were battered, but not broken, united by an unquenchable thirst for truth and an unwavering commitment to navigate treacherous paths in search of answers. The team gathered around a table in a dimly lit room, their faces edged with exhaustion and concern. The flickering candlelight cast shadows on the walls, giving the space an otherworldly ambience. Ethan, his brow furrowed with worrying, leaned forward, his hands clasped tightly together. His piercing blue eyes scanned each team member, searching for a glimmer of consensus among them. "We have reached a critical juncture," Ethan began, his voice filled with both urgency and determination. "It is imperative that we decide upon our next course of action." Rebecca sat upright, her fiery red hair cascading over her shoulder as she locked eyes with Ethan. Her brows furrowed as she voiced her concerns. "Ethan, we've encountered countless challenges and witnessed unspeakable horrors within these walls," she said, her voice laced with a mix of trepidation and resolve. "Do you believe it's wise to continue risking our lives for answers that may elude us?" Lucas, adjusting his glasses with a trembling hand, hesitated before chiming in with his analytical perspective. "Rebecca raises valid points," he interjected, his voice tinged with uncertainty. "Perhaps it's time we reassess our strategy and prioritize our safety over uncovering the supernatural." Amelia, her hazel eyes reflecting a mixture of empathy and determination, spoke softly yet firmly. "We cannot forget why we embarked on this journey," she reminded them, her voice carrying the weight of their shared purpose: to give voice to those who have been silenced by time. Ethan's gaze flickered between each team member, his jaw set with resolute determination. He understood their fears and concerns, but was unwilling to let obstacles deter them from their mission. "We can adapt our strategy to ensure the safety of the team," Ethan proposed, his voice steady yet filled with unwavering conviction. "But we cannot abandon our quest to uncover the truth hidden within these walls. Chillingham Castle holds secrets that must be brought into the light." Rebecca's shoulders sagged slightly, her eyes clouded with worrying as she contemplated Ethan's words. She knew they had come too far to turn back now, their shared curiosity fueling their pursuit of answers. "Agreed," Rebecca said finally, her voice wavering slightly, but firm with determination. "We owe it to ourselves and to those whose stories we seek to tell." Lucas adjusted his glasses once more, his analytical mind working overtime to find a logical path forward. He nodded in agreement, acknowledging the gravity of the situation. Amelia offered a reassuring smile to her colleagues, a reassuring presence amidst their uncertainties. "Together, we are stronger than any darkness that awaits us," she affirmed softly. And with those unspoken commitments made and their collective determination burning brightly in their hearts, the team prepared to forge ahead, united in their quest to unveil the secrets that lay beyond the veil. The team gathered in the forgotten library, surrounded by towering bookshelves filled with ancient tomes and dusty manuscripts. The air hung heavy with the scent of aged paper and faded ink, lending an eerie ambience to the room. Ethan's hand grazed the spines of the books as he scanned the titles, his intense gaze searching for any clue that might shed light on Chillingham Castle's darkest secrets. Rebecca, her fingers tracing the embossed letters on a weathered leather-bound volume, couldn't help but feel a sense of awe and anticipation. Her expertise in medieval history had led them to this very place, where truth and myth blurred together in a tapestry of forgotten tales. Lucas, armed with a flashlight and notepad, methodically moved from shelf to shelf, carefully inspecting each title. His eyes scanned for keywords: supernatural, haunting, paranormal, anything that might lead them closer to uncovering concrete evidence of what lay hidden within these pages. Amelia, her psychic sensitivity heightened within this sacred space, closed her eyes and let her intuition guide her. She reached out with her empathetic nature and allowed her surroundings to speak to her. Whispers seemed to brush against her mind like faint echoes from beyond, teasing her with fragments of forgotten stories. As they combed through the vast collection of books, the team stumbled upon a weathered diary tucked away on one of the bottom shelves. Its leather cover was worn and frayed, its yellowed pages fragile with age. Rebecca carefully opened it, revealing handwritten entries penned in faded ink. Ethan leaned over Rebecca's shoulder, his eyes scanning the pages hungrily. Each entry spoke of strange occurrences within the castle, whispers heard in empty corridors, apparitions glimpsed at the stroke of midnight, inexplicable cold spots that chilled one's bones. It was as if the diary spoke directly to their experiences within Chillingham Castle. Excitement coursed through their veins as they delved deeper into the diary's entries. Each page revealed fragments of a haunting past, tales of betrayal and tragedy interwoven with accounts of supernatural encounters. Rebecca's eyes widened with each new revelation, confirming suspicions she had harbored since their arrival. Amelia's connection to the spiritual realm intensified as she read the diary entries. Visions flickered in her mind's eye, torment and anguish etched into the souls trapped within Chillingham Castle's walls. Their silent cries for release echoed through her very being, demanding their stories be told. As they continued to pore over the diary, time seemed to slip away, leaving them lost in a world long forgotten. The flickering candlelight cast dancing shadows on their faces as they pieced together a puzzle centuries in the making. It became clear that Chillingham Castle held more than just dark secrets. It held the tormented spirits of those who had suffered within its confines. Ethan closed the diary with a mixture of reverence and determination. The weight of their discoveries bore heavily on his shoulders, both a burden and a responsibility to bring light to the shadows that enveloped Chillingham Castle. He knew now that their journey had taken an unforeseen turn. They were no longer mere investigators, but bearers of truth. With renewed purpose, they left the library, minds buzzing with revelations and hearts heavy with newfound understanding. They understood now that their pursuit went beyond proving the existence of the supernatural. It was about giving voice to those who had been silenced by time, honoring their stories, and offering redemption to restless souls trapped within Chillingham Castle's haunted halls. The team cautiously made their way through the hidden passage, the air growing progressively colder with each step. The flickering light of their flashlights cast eerie shadows on the rough stone walls, adding to the sense of foreboding that permeated the air. As they continued deeper into the underground labyrinth, a hushed silence settled upon them. Even the sound of their own footsteps seemed muted and distant, swallowed by the oppressive darkness. Each team member felt a growing unease, their senses heightened by the palpable presence of an unknown force lurking in the shadows. Rebecca's eyes darted around nervously, her grip on her notebook tightening. Her mind raced with theories and possibilities, trying to make sense of the mysterious symbols etched into the stone walls lining the passage. There was an undeniable energy emanating from them, as if they held a key to unlocking Chillingham Castle's well-guarded secrets. Ethan's jaw was set with determination as he pressed forward, his flashlight illuminating their path. He could feel a weight on his shoulders, the responsibility to uncover the truth and protect his team from whatever malevolent forces lay in wait. His strength and unwavering resolve were tested in moments like these, as he navigated treacherous paths with unwavering purpose. Lucas, ever the skeptic, couldn't help but feel a growing sense of unease seep into his logical mind. He adjusted his glasses nervously, his analytical nature struggling to find a rational explanation for the supernatural occurrences they had encountered. Yet, even he couldn't deny that something inexplicable lingered in this hidden passage, something that defied his scientific understanding. Amelia's psychic sensitivity was on high alert, her empathetic nature acutely attuned to the energy pulsating within the underground corridor. The spirits trapped within Chillingham Castle seemed to whisper in her ears, their ghostly presence growing more insistent as they delved deeper into their realm. She offered silent prayers for protection and guidance, hoping to bridge the gap between the living and the dead. Suddenly, a chilling breeze swept through the narrow passage, extinguishing their flashlights in an instant. Darkness enveloped them like a suffocating shroud, leaving them momentarily disoriented. Panic threatened to consume them as they realized they were trapped in an unknown abyss. But just as despair began to take hold, a glimmer of light appeared in the distance. A soft glow emerged from around a corner, casting faint illumination on the path before them. With renewed hope and determination, they followed its ethereal beckoning. As they turned the corner, their breath caught in their throats. Before them stood an ancient door, weathered and worn, but emanating a strange aura of power. The symbols etched into its surface seemed to glow faintly in response to their presence. Ethan stepped forward tentatively, his hand outstretched towards the door. He sensed that this was a pivotal moment in their journey, a key turning point that would unlock secrets that had remained hidden for centuries. With bated breath and a heart filled with anticipation, he pushed open the door. A blinding light flooded through the doorway, erasing all darkness and uncertainty from their minds. As they stepped through into an unknown realm, beyond their wildest imagination, they were united in purpose and resolve, ready to face whatever revelations awaited them on the other side. Gone were doubts and fears. In their place was an unwavering determination to uncover Chillingham Castle's most closely guarded secrets and shed light on its haunting history. With hearts braced for discovery and souls fueled by curiosity, Ethan's team ventured further into uncharted territory, ready to confront revelations from beyond the veil. The team descended deeper into the bowels of Chillingham Castle, a sense of foreboding hanging heavy in the air. Ethan led the way, his determined expression unwavering despite the mounting danger. He felt the weight of the castle's dark history pressing upon him, fueling his determination to uncover the truth. Rebecca followed closely behind, her fiery red hair vibrant against the bleak surroundings. Her expertise in medieval history propelled her forward, her mind racing with theories and possibilities. She was driven by a passion for unraveling forgotten truths. Lucas trailed slightly behind, his analytical mind working overtime to find rational explanations for the inexplicable. His skepticism battled against a growing belief in the supernatural, but he knew that something beyond scientific understanding lurked within these walls. Amelia brought up the rear, her empathetic nature acutely attuned to the energy pulsating within the castle's depths. She could feel the presence of restless spirits, their whispers brushing against her senses. Her connection to the spiritual realm guided her steps. As they ventured deeper into the abyss, the air grew colder and heavier, as if it were filled with an unseen malevolence. Cobwebs brushed against their faces, and shadows danced ominously along the ancient stone walls. Each step forward seemed to intensify their apprehension. Ethan's resolve remained unyielding as he pressed on, his footsteps echoing through the desolate corridors. He knew that they were on the brink of a climactic confrontation, a battle between light and darkness that would test their mettle and define their journey. Rebecca's eyes darted around nervously, her grip tightening on her notebook. Her thirst for knowledge propelled her forward, even as fear threatened to consume her. She was determined to uncover the hidden secrets that lay deep within Chillingham Castle's heart. Lucas adjusted his glasses as he surveyed their surroundings, his keen eyes scanning for any sign of hidden traps or dangers. His analytical mind braced for anything that defied logical explanation, ready to adapt his thinking to whatever challenges awaited them. Amelia's psychic sensitivity hummed beneath her skin as she navigated the treacherous paths. She could sense the ethereal presence of trapped spirits growing stronger with each passing moment. Her compassionate heart yearned to provide solace and closure to those who had long suffered. Together, they descended further into darkness, united by their shared purpose and unyielding determination. The castle seemed to pulse with an ancient energy, a force beckoning them closer to unraveling its chilling mysteries. In this pivotal moment, their individual strengths merged into a powerful symbiosis, a synergy that would carry them through the impending storm. With every step forward, they drew closer to discovering revelations that would forever change them and Chillingham Castle itself. The stale air inside the tunnel hung heavy with an unseen darkness. Eleanor's tired eyes scanned the decaying walls, searching for clues to the dark truth that lay hidden within. Each step forward brought them closer to the heart of the haunting, closer to confronting the malevolent spirits that guarded their secrets. Teddy's usually boisterous enthusiasm was subdued as he observed their surroundings with a mix of trepidation and fascination. His tousled blonde hair fell into his eyes, obscuring the usual mischievous twinkle. As he navigated the eerie shadows, his intuition guided him, reminding him of the importance of remaining vigilant and open to what awaited them. Dr. Sullivan adjusted his glasses, his skeptical gaze sharpened by newfound determination. He studied every inch of the tunnel, his analytical mind piecing together fragments of evidence. Doubts lingered in the back of his mind, but he pushed forward, acknowledging that the supernatural had intertwined itself with their reality. Grace stood at the center of their group, a beacon of tranquility amidst the encroaching darkness. Her short curly hair framed her face, her bright eyes reflecting both serenity and a fierce inner strength. She drew upon her spiritual connection, allowing unseen forces to guide her steps, sensing their presence in the shadows. Whispers echoed through the tunnel, growing louder as if responding to the investigators' growing proximity to the truth. The anguished cries reverberated off the damp walls, intertwining with each other as they pleaded for release. Eleanor's empathetic nature resonated with their pain, and she felt an overwhelming urge to offer solace and understanding. As they ventured deeper into the cursed tunnel, Eleanor's senses heightened. Each step became an act of courage, as if she were willingly immersing herself in the darkness to confront its true nature. She could sense the malice lurking within its depths, but she refused to let fear guide her actions. Teddy's grip on his flashlight tightened as he felt a chill run down his spine, squeezing away any comfort that remained within him. The hairs on the back of his neck stood on end as he realized that they were venturing into unknown territory, a place where reality merged seamlessly with nightmares. Dr. Sullivan's skepticism wavered as evidence mounted before him. The supernatural phenomena grew harder to dismiss with each encounter, forcing him to carefully re-evaluate his rational viewpoint. He couldn't explain everything away with science alone. There were forces at play that defied logical explanation. Grace's spiritual connection deepened within this haunted realm. She could feel unseen energies brush against her skin, tingling with intensity and purpose. Whispers carried secrets only she could decipher, guiding them towards revelations they had yet to comprehend. With each passing moment, their collective resolve strengthened. They moved as one unit, their individual strengths and vulnerabilities forging a bond that was unbreakable. They knew that only together could they confront the shadows and unveil the dark truth that awaited them. As they prepared themselves mentally and emotionally for what lay ahead, a sense of unity settled upon them, comforting blanket. They were ready to confront the malevolent spirits guarding their secrets, to bring justice to those who had suffered untold horrors, and to shed light on a darkness that had cast its shadow over their lives. The team stood at the precipice of the Grand Hall, their hearts pounding in unison. The air crackled with an electric energy, as if a storm brewed just beyond their reach. They could feel the presence of Chillingham Castle's dark history, pulsating through the very walls, a testament to the torment that had unfolded within its halls. Ethan's voice rang out, strong and unwavering. "We have come to shed light on your suffering, to confront the darkness that has plagued this castle for centuries," he declared, his voice filled with a mix of determination and empathy. "Release the souls trapped within these walls and find peace." Rebecca stepped forward, her eyes bright with resolve. "We possess the knowledge and understanding needed to bring an end to this cycle of pain," she proclaimed, her words carrying both conviction and compassion. "Let go of your hold over this realm, and allow those who suffered to find solace." Lucas adjusted his glasses one final time, his analytical mind braced for whatever lay ahead. "We will expose your existence to the world, bringing light to the darkest corners of Chillingham Castle," he stated resolutely, offering a glimmer of logic amidst the chaos. "Your power will be revealed for what it truly is, a force that can be overcome." Amelia's empathetic nature reached out towards the unseen entity, extending understanding and compassion. "Allow these restless spirits to cross into the realm of peace and release them from their eternal torment," she implored softly yet firmly. "Embrace redemption and find your own path towards healing." As their collective words echoed through the Grand Hall, an ethereal silence settled over the castle. Shadows danced on the walls, as if acknowledging the weight of their plea, a plea that carried not only the voices of Ethan's team, but also the echoes of countless souls whose stories had been silenced for far too long. Suddenly, a blinding light burst forth from every corner of the Grand Hall, banishing the shadows and illuminating even the darkest recesses. The air became charged with an undeniable pulse of pure energy. Amidst this radiant glow, figures began to materialize, ethereal beings emerging from the depths of Chillingham Castle's haunting past. Their faces were no longer twisted in anguish. Instead, they wore expressions of gratitude and release. One by one, the spirits crossed over into the light with a sense of purpose and peace. Their energy dissolved into fragments of shimmering particles, disappearing into the very essence of Chillingham Castle itself. As the last spirit faded from view, an indescribable serenity settled over the Grand Hall. The oppressive atmosphere lifted, replaced by a newfound tranquility that permeated every fiber. It was as if Chillingham Castle itself exhaled, releasing centuries worth of pain and suffering. Ethan's team stood in awe of what they had witnessed. Their quest had not only shed light on Chillingham Castle's chilling secrets, but it had also brought closure to restless spirits, granting them redemption and allowing their stories to be heard. With heavy hearts, but minds ablaze with profound understanding, Ethan's team made their way back through Chillingham Castle's grand hallways. They exited its imposing doors, forever changed by their journey, humbled by the darkness they had faced and enlightened by the resilience of the human spirit. As they returned to their ordinary lives, they carried within them not only memories of terror and revelation, but also wisdom passed down from those who had been set free. They understood that sometimes the greatest battles were fought in unseen realms, that redemption could be found amidst even the deepest darkness, that light would always prevail over malevolence in due time, and thus concluded their journey. Whispers from the shadows, unearthing the secrets of Chillingham Castle. It was a tale not just of supernatural encounters, but also of courage, compassion, and transformation. Ethan's team had unraveled mysteries that had lain dormant for centuries. They had given voice to silenced souls and illuminated forgotten truths. In doing so, they had not only changed their own lives, but also left an indelible mark on Chillingham Castle's haunted legacy. Their story served as a reminder that even amidst darkness, there exists hope. That even in moments of fear and uncertainty, courage can flourish. That by confronting our deepest fears and embracing unity, we can bring, and as whispers in time faded into memory, Chillingham Castle stood silent once more, its secrets unburdened, and its spirits at peace. Thank you so much for joining me on this cinematic journey. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Have you experienced a spine-chilling horror that left you trembling? Share your terrifying tale with us by emailing nightmarenetwork@hotmail.com, and we'd be thrilled to feature it on our platform. Until next time, happy movie watching.